Is your business structure costing you money? I often work with clients that it is. So this is secret number 5 with my expert 12 secrets from an expert CFO. And if you haven't downloaded the workbook yet, get the link, download the workbook. You can follow along with the video. There's going to be stuff in the video that's not in the workbook. There's going to be stuff in the workbook that's not on the video. So they make a great companion. But this is my 12 video series for 12 secrets from an expert CFO. So today we're talking about, is your business structure costing you money? What do I mean by business structure? So most businesses nowadays are structured as an LLC, right? So if you are an LLC, you can file your taxes several different ways. You can file them as a sole member. You can file them as a partnership if there's more than one of you, and you can file them as an S-Corp. Most people, if they're just one person, start out as a sole member, which makes sense, okay? And then as your business grows and becomes more profitable, sometimes it makes more sense to move up to an S-Corp because there are tax savings for you. The profit in your business is actually taxed at a lower rate than it is as a sole member, at least with the current tax structures. So, okay, well, why don't I just sign up as an S-Corp from the beginning, right? Because it also costs you some money. There are some other things you have to do as an S-Corp. As an S-Corp filing structure, you need to have a payroll. So it's going to cost you money to run a payroll. You need to file an additional tax return. So your CPA is going to charge you additional money to file the tax return. You need to have software that's going to create not just a profit and loss statement and a balance sheet, like QuickBooks. So you're going to need extra software. So there are expenses that come with that S-Corp structure. I usually say if your profit is at least $50,000, it's time to bring the conversation up with your CPA and do a little math. So what's it going to cost to run a payroll? Have the additional tax return? What's it going to cost to, if you're not in accounting software? Now, if you're already running a payroll, if you already have accounting software, really the only extra expense then would be your CPA would need to do an additional tax return for your business. So that would be your only expense. There's all these factors, right? So it's not cut and dry. So, but I usually like to say around a $50,000 profit, it's probably time to approach your CPA and say, does this make sense for me? Let's do some math, because you're going to save paying 15% Social Security and Medicare tax on your profit that you're paying now. Now, granted, you need to go into payroll, right? So you need to, you will have a salary, but your salary does not need to be 100% of your profit. Usually it's depending on what your CPA likes to set, usually it's around half your profit or so. So 50% of your profit, you get to save 15%. So of Social Security and Medicare tax. That's just some really rough math, but I always advise you, I'm not a tax advisor, so speak with your CPA and see if it makes sense for you moving forward. Again, this is this is secret number 5 of my 12 secrets from an expert CFO. And I've worked with small businesses over the last 25 years. And I can tell you. I've really gained a lot of knowledge about the businesses that grow and more profitable and how ways to do that. And this is just one way out of 12 is checking on to see if you are ready to be an S-Corp, if you are profitable enough to be an S-Corp, and if that makes sense to save you money. If you haven't downloaded the workbook that goes along with this, please do so. There's additional stuff in there. And be sure to stay tuned for the next secret that I'm going to offer you.